Well, hello guys, welcome to Animables here, and we're going to look up My Story animated animation. And if you don't know who that is, well, let me tell you, it's a channel that make animated stories, show them, and then lie to the viewers about them. Yeah, every story they make, it's a big, fat liar. I always want to say that in my title. But we're gonna review this one. I always want to review something and yeah. So let's go.
Sam, and I will share with you a creepy story that happened. Hello, I'm Sam, and I
Well, hello. My name is Tom.
I will share with you a creepy story that happened to me. So, I'm a 17 years old high school student, and I have a
FBI, please don't kill me.
crush on a guy called Ben. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm planning on telling him soon. Ben and I share most of our classes. Well, honestly, I joined the classes that he did just so that I get closer to him. I think Ben thought I'm weird because I ended up in all of his classes. Today at school,
What else do you think that's weird? That's strange. I thought that would be I thought weird would be like we be like eating cockroaches.
I bumped into him,
No way.
and he made a disgusted face and walked away.
No, no, no. Why is she smiling? I mean, come on, you do. Wait, what's that? If you guys know what I'm talking, you can see in the background that the background girl, have weird eyebrows for some reason.
I knew it would be hard to confess straight to his face, so I had to write him a letter instead. I prepared a pink letter covered with red hearts. I expressed all my
Okay, so why there's a heart coming out in the background?
feelings to him in it.
Why do I even care?
Next morning, when I came to school, and I went to Ben's seat and left the letter in his backpack. As I walked out, the whole school was talking about how Ben and Stacy started dating. My heart was shattered. I felt hopeless. So I ran to the bathroom and just sat.
Really? That's how you run? I thought people run like normally, but no. Okay, I should stop doing that. It's usually always probably horrible. Okay, but for real, why is she run like that? People run
There
normal.
and cried my eyes out. Then I
Cool.
washed my face and dried it with toilet paper on my way out. I heard Ben and his friends coming towards the bathrooms. Then I heard someone saying, "Did you see Sam? She's totally into you." She burst into tears when she saw you with Stacy. What did I just hear? Are they laughing at me? I had to follow them, but they went into the shower room. I still had to hear everything they said about me. Curiosity kills me. I tried to listen through the door, but it wasn't clear enough, so I had to walk in.
You gotta walk into the boys' room. That's your only option. Not just like use your ears to listen more.
I snuck in quietly while the boys were showering.
You're weird.
I approached Ben's locker just to see what he keeps there. I saw his name on the locker, so I opened it, and I heard the water turn off, and the boys were coming towards the lockers. I freaked out, so I hopped in the locker hoping that Ben won't open it. And there he was, standing like a model in a white towel, drying his hair with another
You're the
towel.
weird girl ever.
I melted. I have to admit, even though he laughed at me. My heart was racing, but I'm not sure if it was because I'm in his locker and about to get caught, or because he is so damn handsome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That. I thought you were gonna show an actual footage of him, like a picture. But no, you have to show his anime.
They started opening their lockers, so
They
I
all
planned
look
to
the
act
same.
like I fainted in the locker. But my eyes couldn't let go of Ben as I saw him opening the locker in front of the one in which I was, which also said Ben. OMG. Am I that stupid to forget that my brother's name is also Ben? I was
So you guys act like Alabama. Bring on the Alabama. Like, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But now, if you're happy and you know it, you better frick. Frick. That's what I said. No, that's it. No cuss words.
blinded by Ben that I hopped into my own brother's locker. I hate myself. I even sniffed his underwear. What is wrong with me? Ew!
That's a demon. Stay back, demon.
I got sick and wanted to throw up, but holding it in just made it all worse. The boys finished dressing up and left the shower room. I jumped out right away to breathe some fresh air and tried to walk out, but the shower room was locked.
How?
I decided to go through Ben's stuff and wait for someone to come open the door. What excuse do I have for being in the boys' shower room? Well, at least I had Ben's stuff there to explore.
At Domino's, delivery is kind of our thing. We even made a car for it. So when you get pizza, stuffed cheesy bread, or any of the other mix and match items delivered for just $5.99 each, you can trust we'll do our thing to get you your things. Because we know a thing or two about delivery at Domino's.
Now sponsor.
I opened his locker, found his t-shirt, and felt so happy. Indifferent to the fact that I was locked up in there. Anyway, I found a cute album, so I
That's an album. That's a giant
decided
book
to open it.
with strings
And
on
I
it.
couldn't believe what I saw. I dropped the album and just stood there shaking. I picked it up
Why her legs are so long?
again to see if what I saw was correct. And there were my pictures. Pictures of me eating. Pictures of me going to bed. Pictures of me changing clothes.
Dang, he didn't take a right on time picture.
Was he stalking me? But Ben is a stalker? Is it really Ben? I can't believe this. I even couldn't feel love to him anymore. I felt creeped out. The sun went down and the shower room started to get cold, and I was all alone with no backpack and no phone, stuck in that cold place with that horrible fact. I just waited for my brother to notice that I'm not home and decided to take a nap on the floor just to kill time. Then I heard some noises outside. I waited for the sound to get louder so I can call for help, but maybe it was just the wind. I kept trying to sleep. Then I heard someone getting closer to the door, so I started screaming for help. And suddenly, in that silence, someone started breaking the door. I yelled, "Coach, is
Why her mouth so big?
that you?" But to no avail. I started to feel a bit scared as I heard someone breaking the door. Once the door was open, I saw Ben standing there, and he said, "Finally, you're all mine now," with a grin on his face. He must have noticed that I'm not in my bedroom to stalk me, so he came searching for me. Or was he stalking me from the very beginning? I don't know anymore, but what do I do now?
Murder.
I hit him with the album and ran down the hallway as he started
but I
chasing
want some
me.
murder.
But all the school doors
Why can't I just have fun for once?
were locked. I started panicking. I couldn't breathe or focus properly. I just wanted to escape. I ran and ran, but he ended up catching me. I started begging him, "Please, let me go. I promise I won't tell anyone." I cried
That's what everyone said.
and fought for my life, kicked him somehow, and ran away. I kept running in circles. Sooner or later, someone must appear. I started to feel tired and realized he'll get tired soon, too.
Ha! No.
So I can't give up now. I tried to hide somewhere to get some energy. I was so tired and hungry. And suddenly, I felt him pulling me by my hair from behind. It was
Cut her
getting
neck.
darker, and I couldn't see much. He dragged me into his car and put me in the front seat. He pointed a gun at me, threatening me that if I move, he'll shoot me. I was so scared, I couldn't move either way. He took me to some cabin in the woods and tied me to a chair. He said that he loved me and will always love, and that he will take care of me forever, and that all I had to do is stay in that cabin. He is sick. How didn't I notice earlier? How can it be that the sweet guy I had a crush on is an obsessed psychopath?
Kill.
He gave me everything, clothes,
Cool.
food, and forced hugs. but it still didn't feel right.
How?
Day by day, he woke up, handcuffed me, and went to school. And when he came back, he unlocked me, fed me, and took good care of me. He brought our homework to me and taught
Hey, that sounds like a, good thing, helping.
me everything they learned at school.
I mean, I know it's kidnapping is bad, but at least he's helping.
He even tested me to keep my mind updated. He bought me lots of gifts, day by day. Roses, candies, makeup, nail polishes, etc. He let me use his iPad only when he's watching, and while I was scrolling down on Facebook, I saw a post with my picture that said, "Missing." He took the
Sam?
iPad and said, "That's enough for today." He gave me a kiss on my forehead, turned off the
No,
Medium choice subs are now just $4.99 at Firehouse
I'm not
Subs.
sponsoring no one.
lights
Sonic Boom?
and handcuffed me again, just like he had always done. I laid my head on the pillow and started crying. He lied next to me and said, "It will be okay. I promise." At night, I heard a car driving, but for some reason, it didn't even alert me.
Good.
When he left in the morning, Ben forgot to handcuff me, but I didn't want to run. I didn't want to go back home
Ooh.
and school. I just wanted to stay with
So what's the point of being upset? Upset that he didn't. There was a crazy psychopath. See, these stories are so fake.
Ben. I felt warm with him. I cleaned up the cabin and prepared food and took a shower and waited for Ben to come.
I mean, I know some YouTubers think the stories are fake or not, but still.
When he came back to a cooking smell, he looked shocked. I ran to him and gave him a hug and said, "You're finally home." He didn't say anything and just silently started eating.
You're a psychopath.
After he'd eaten, I gave him some clean clothes and told him to take a shower so I could massage his back later. He did as I said without saying a word. I waited for him on the couch and thought about all the things I want to talk with him about. He came out from the bathroom in his clean pajamas that I gave him and sat next to me on the couch. I patted his head and asked him if he'd like to drink something sweet, and he shook his head no and just stared at me the whole time. I asked him, "Aren't your parents angry that you didn't sleep at home for..."
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Her eye animation. It's terrible. Also, I noticed one thing that his green eyes is going through his black lines. Their nose are weird.
days? He replied, "My parents are alcoholics." I started telling him what a great person he is and how I had a crush on him and probably still do. He said, "But how? I kidnapped you." I know it is weird, but I was happy he did. The next day,
Why? Some person will be like, "Nope, time to kill you."
he left earlier, and at the evening, he didn't come back home. I got worried. What if something happened to him on the way home? I spent the night all alone in the woods and waited for Ben to come back, but he didn't. I decided to wait one more night, but he still didn't appear. I finally dressed up and got out from the cabin and started walking towards the lights of the street.
You're
Confused
awful.
as I was never there before, I questioned everything around me. He kidnapped me. Isn't he happy that I'm fine with that? I walked and walked on the empty streets, and a man in a car then stopped, saying, "It's the missing girl! It's the missing girl!"
No more mouth. That's it. My animation. You're banned for doing mouth
Called
animations.
the cops, and the cops took me to the police station. And they asked me where I've been all these days, and I didn't know what to answer. So I just remained silent. I didn't want to hurt the guy I love, but what's my excuse then? My parents were the nicest people to me. I can't get them in trouble as well. I didn't say a word to not hurt anyone, so they called my parents, and my parents took me home. They treated me better than ever, and my brother became nicer than
So that's your brother, huh? Stab him.
ever with me. They took me to a psychologist, and I felt that it would be right to share it with him. A week later, I started going to school again, and I finally saw Ben again. He He tried to ignore me,
Yeet.
but I went after him. He turned around and said, "Sam, I'm sorry for everything. I was using you, and I got out of my mind. I can't hurt you anymore. I will turn myself in. I promise. Please, don't become crazy because of me." Crazy? Because of him? I went to my psychologist that day and told him what Ben said, and he told me that he is right and that I have developed a syndrome which is called Stockholm Syndrome. And it happens when someone goes through an abusive trauma, and that apparently has happened to me. I couldn't believe it.
No, I'm searching up. I'm definitely searching it up. Yeah, guys, I don't think I can type it because.
And it happens when someone goes through an abusive trauma, and that apparently has happened to me. I couldn't believe it. So now I'm the sick one?
Yes.
Ben did turn himself in, and I was getting mental treatment at the hospital. He got his punishment for dealing with drugs and for kidnapping me. I'm slowly going back to my old routine, but it's not easy. What do you think of my story? Please.
I think your story was fake and this animation is bad. And guys, I'm not saying this is the worst story animated channel ever. I'm not saying that. It's okay, but you need to make the story be fully real, not like fake. And also make the script be good and the voice acting too. And speaking of voice acting, share my story. Use the exact same voice for every video. Girl, same voice. The dude, same voice. So yeah, bye.